Hello and a big welcome back to the Wee Larder channel. Today I'm going to be making a delicious chicken and oatmeal soup recipe. We absolutely love this old Scotch recipe. It's a perfect recipe to have the day after a roast chicken dinner. It just works so well with the leftovers. So for this recipe you're going to need one chicken carcass with a little bit of meat on it, 3 to 4 litres of water. I actually used 4 litres, but if you want it a little bit thicker I would reduce it down a bit, down to 3. 2 leeks sliced thin, one carrot chopped up into small pieces, 1 onion chopped up into small pieces but not too fine, and 3 to 6 tablespoons of oatmeal. If you want your soup on the thicker side, you can go for 6 tablespoons. Salt and pepper and parsley or other herbs. So to get started on this recipe, we're going to pop all of our water into our pan. So you can use 3 to 4 litres of water. I've actually used 4 here because I don't like my soup too thick, and the oatmeal does thicken it up as well. But if you want a really thick chunky soup, then I would go for 3 litres. And we're just going to pop our chicken carcass in. I'm actually using a frozen chicken carcass here, so I don't have any leg or wing meat attached to mine, but if you have a leftover chicken from a roast chicken dinner, that is perfect. Just pop that into the water. We're going to bring that to boil, and then we are going to reduce it down to a simmer, and we're going to remove all of the scum that is on top of the water. So if you have a slotted spoon to hand, I would use that instead of a wooden spoon. Somebody had pinched mine at this point, so I'm actually just using my wooden spoon, but it is easier with a slotted spoon. So you just want to take all of those yucky pieces off the top of the water. Now you might have a couple of pieces of chicken meat floating about in there as well, and that is okay, you can leave that in, but you just want all of this scum to be removed. So we're going to, once we've taken all of that scum out of our soup, and it should look quite clear like this, we're going to then leave it on a simmer for 20 to 30 minutes, and you will get some more scummy pieces rising to the top of the water, but you just want to skim those off. Just keep skimming throughout the 20 to 30 minutes. So just keep coming back to check on it. And we're looking for a medium heat, so nothing too high. And just keep giving it a good stir through as well. So we want to try and create a nice clear broth out of our chicken leftovers, or chicken carcass, whatever you want to call it. And after the 20 to 30 minutes, your water will reduce down a little bit as well, but we can pop a lid on to stop that from happening. So we're just still continuing to come back and check on our water and just keep skimming the surface of our soup. So the scum is quite thick to start with, and then it kind of thins down a little bit, and then it just disappears really. So we're just going to pop our lid on and finish off the cooking. So you're looking for about 20 to 30 minutes, a medium simmer in total. And then we're just going to give that a wee stir around and just check that there's no more scummy bits to be removed. And the water is a nice colour now as well. And we're just going to add in our chopped leeks and our chopped carrots and our chopped onion as well. And if you just give that a good stir through. So we're going to leave the chicken cooking in with the vegetables. So we want to extract as much flavour as possible out of that chicken, and we're just going to add in our oatmeal in here as well. So I've actually added in 3 tablespoons of oatmeal in here. And we're just going to sprinkle our sea salt in there as well. I'm using my favourite sea salt from Blackthorn. It is so delicious, and it is created in such a unique and interesting way, so I would definitely recommend checking out Blackthorn sea salt if you're looking for a really good quality sea salt. So we're just going to give that a good stir through and pop on our lid, and we're just going to leave that to simmer for about 40 minutes. So after 40 minutes, we're going to take our chicken carcass out of our soup. Now just be very careful, because it can just sort of fall apart here at this point after boiling away for so long. So just be careful when you're taking it out of the soup, and we're just going to give everything a good mash down. Now if you have a hand blender, feel free to give your soup a small blend up here if you want to. You can completely blend it up at this stage, but I like to have a little bit of vegetable texture in mine, and I know my kids like it that way as well. So I've gone on and added in another 3 tablespoons of oatmeal because I wanted to thicken up a little bit more. So that was 6 tablespoons of oatmeal I used in total. If you want a nice thick soup, I would just add the 6 tablespoons in at the beginning when we originally added in the first tablespoons. But if you're not too sure, I would go for the 3 and then pop in another 3 once the chicken and vegetables have cooked through. So we're basically just chopping up all of our chicken off of the carcass into really small pieces. So we're cutting it up really fine and we're going to pop this back into the soup. And this just adds a nice texture. So it's amazing how much chicken you can actually get out of your leftovers as well. Or out of a frozen carcass in my case. This was all just out of that one small chicken carcass. So it just gives the soup a really nice texture. And just adds a little bit of flavour and extra protein boost as well, so it's good to add all your leftover chicken meat back in. So we're pretty much done here. We're looking for this kind of consistency. It does tend to thicken up as you leave it simmering away, and it thickens up overnight as well. And we're just going to pop in some parsley here and just leave that to simmer for another 5 minutes, and then we are completely finished. You can also add in other herbs if you have anything else that you prefer. It's entirely up to you. I like to use a little bit of parsley in this soup. So this is such a hearty, delicious soup, and I actually had this soup after I had a really bad cold virus. You can probably tell by my voice. I haven't quite got my voice back yet, but it was such a delicious healing soup for me, and it's the kind of thing I go to when I'm feeling a little under the weather. But it's also a perfect soup for a really cold spring day. We've been getting a lot of rain lately here and it has been quite cold. And I'm also having a slice of sourdough with some traditional Scottish crowdie cheese on it as well. If you've never tried crowdie cheese, check out the link below for the crowdie cheese recipe. It is so easy and it's so delicious as well. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed making your own delicious chicken and oatmeal soup. If you have any questions, please feel free to pop them in the comments below. And if you like this video, please feel free to give it a thumbs up. And if you click that subscribe button and the little bell next to it, I will see you guys again soon. So take care, lots of love, bye bye.